Service Anywhere comes with over 100 pre-configured reports. Each report has a color-coded badge to allow users to quickly identify the area the report applies to. Switching now to my dashboard, I can see a selection of these reports, including service level target achievement rate, incident volume over time, requests assigned by group, and incidents by priority. We can expand any of the reports on the dashboard to go full screen. Here we have done that for the requests by group report. We can switch from the chart view to a pivot table view. Going back to the dashboard, we can look at other reports that help show the business value. The Stock Financials for Device report shows the value of the assets that are current in each stockroom. The Support Ratings by Group report shows the customer satisfaction feedback by group. And we can go to Proposal Analytics to see the proposals visualized. The business value corresponds to the size of the bubble, and it also shows risk and cost. Back on my dashboard, I can easily configure it to meet my needs. I can rearrange the existing report using drag and drop, resize reports to span multiple columns, and expand any report to view it in full screen. I can add new widgets to my dashboard from the existing library of reports and can create new reports directly from the dashboard. From the dashboard, I can focus on the Support Requests by Group report that we looked at earlier. I can click on any of the bars in the report or row in the pivot table view to bring those records up in a standard list view. From there, I can work on these records just as I would any list of records in Service Anywhere. Now we can go to the Hot Topic Analytics area of problem management. Here we are analyzing the count of incidents by the most common terms that are part of the unstructured data in the incidents. This allows us to see patterns in the incident data that would be impossible to see otherwise. From this analysis, we can look at the individual incidents that make up each of the hot topics. We can then select a subset of those incidents and use them to start the problem investigation process. On the Change Analytics page, we can see the KPIs for success rate, standard changes, and change automation. For each of these KPIs, we can see the current value for the KPI. In addition, we can see the trend for that KPI over the past 6 months. By looking at the recent trend for the KPI, I can predict whether the KPI value is expected to increase, decrease, or stay the same. This is the list of example service level agreements in Service Anywhere. Let's look at the Premium SLA. We can see that the payroll service is covered by this SLA. Other services are covered by the standard and default SLAs. From here, we can look at the service level target definitions for incidents. We can see that there are different durations for the initial review and resolution targets, and these vary by the priority of the incident as well. The duration can take into account both time zone and work schedule, including holidays. Now let's look at a list of incidents. We can see that the next target date and SLT status can be seen, and I can sort based on the next target date to put the most time-sensitive issues at the top of my queue. I can filter based on the SLT status in order to see the incidents that have already breached their service level target. Now let's look at an individual incident. On the SLT tab, I can see the detailed status for both the initial review and resolution targets. And I can click on the SLT history link to see the detailed view of all actions that have affected the SLTs, including when the SLT was suspended. If I want to understand how my organization is doing at meeting these targets, I can go to my dashboard and view the Slt Achievement Report. This report shows me the overall achievement rate on incidents over time, so I can understand if my organization is meeting the goals we have set and whether we are improving, staying the same, or getting worse.